Meow yo. Um, I'm currently not at home, and actually probably will likely not be going back there. But ironically, before I left that place, um, I was actually in the process of making a video. I literally spent time like recording, doing a bunch of fucking edits, like, well, not doing a bunch of edits. I actually sat down to record a video, and it was really just like riffing on like the whole like Sykkuno thing and everything was going on with it. But like apparently the footage, like I'm sitting here looking at Sony Vegas, and like the footage that was recorded directly like from my webcam, perfect, stellar, audio, everything, boom, stellar, money, looks great. However, the footage from my iPhone looks completely fucked, completely like corrupted, looks like an absolute piece of jank shit, and I don't understand how this happened, but whatever. So what I'm gonna do instead is just go ahead and give it like a super short little teeny tiny rundown, because like I really would like to make YouTube videos. I have a lot of like opinions and stuff, and like I just don't want to keep having conversations in the comments of other people's videos. And like speaking of that, because I did put that in the video that I was making, that apparently maybe back to the drawing board on, because I did want to put this in my video. I did want to apologize to Cam Nuggets, because like I dropped like a crazy comment that I actually did wind up deleting. Not because like my feelings changed on it. No, I still feel that way completely. But I wanted to apologize specifically to him, even though it's like, why are you apologizing to a random other person on the internet? Because I like Cam Nuggets. I like his nuanced takes. I like that he's not as like vitriolic as many of us. He's not as vitriolic. But I want to apologize for bringing that energy to his channel. Like I said, I still feel that way. I absolutely despise that person, and like, nah, fuck him. But like, again, I like Cam Nuggets. I like his takes. I don't want to bring that energy to his channel. Let me put that energy on my channel and like deal with that shit, you know? So that like is a big thing. And so like, I guess if he ever watches this video, hi Cam, again, sorry for bringing that to your channel. Adore your content, still watching, just like took a couple of days of like, maybe I should take a break from commenting, because like bitch, that's too aggressive, too much. So instead of me editing this down in Sony Vegas, I guess I'll just put out an iMovie and just go from there, because like I mean my front facing camera is fine enough, and so I'd rather just go ahead and get into it. So anyways, my opinions on like the whole Sykkuno thing, especially after now that I've watched like I've seen a lot of people going over it. Oh, look at this baby. Oh my gosh, she little gremlin. She's so cute. Oh my gosh, I love this dog. I love her so much. And it's very interesting. It's very interesting how vitriolic a lot of, like, I'll say one of the reasons why I wound up leaving my home is because I won't say it's because of my dog. I'll say it's because I have relatives that are completely intolerant to dogs, because they have this idea of what dogs do and how they should be, and they're just, it's fine. They'll make excuses, they'll make allowances for other shit. Me having a dog, like literally like being like like, you're hearing me speak. And clearly I have some sort of sense and, you know, like eloquence to me. Like I'm not just like some fucking rabble, but sometimes there's nothing you can do. Sometimes there's nothing you can do, and you just accept it, and you just say, you know what, that's fine, be that way. I have things to do. I like, with everything going on in the world and everything being like literally the fuck on fucking fire, like, and like of course like it hasn't touched a lot of Americans yet. Now when stores start running dry and like now we don't have fertilizer and like a whole bunch of other shit, like shit is about to get really fucking bad for spoiled ass Americans. Like, I know I said I was gonna talk about Sykkuno, but I guess this is gonna just be like a, I don't know, multi-topic thing. But yeah, like, things are terrible economically because of, like, I don't even want to call it like a war in Iran, because it's not a war. It's like fucking I don't know what to call it, but it's not a war. It's the same as like this shit in Gaza. It's not a war. You're like killing and you're shooting fish in a barrel, and then like now starving those people to death and keeping them from accessing medical care and like clean water. And now we're doing the same thing to another Middle Eastern country, and I'm like, oh, why are we doing this? Why are we doing this? Why are we fucking with people who just like are halfway across the world minding their own fucking business? You think this won't, like, I don't know. I think people think that there are no consequences to their actions because they haven't been held accountable for like fuck all in their lives. And for people who understand consequences very well, like especially like me, like as someone who understands consequences very well, because even the most minor shit I've ever done wrong, like I swear the universe has like come straight for my ass. And like, I'll use this example. When I was in 10th grade, and I was in 10th grade, there was a girl that I was like friends with, and she didn't like this freshman or whatever. So the freshman got her phone taken, and at like the last day of school, like, because my mom made me go to school, because I was like, bro, nobody's gonna fucking be there, just let me stay home. I was fucking 15, dog. I was like, just let me stay home. And my mom was one of those people who's just like she just like making me miserable. Like, I understand now, like, that bitch just fucking hates me, and I'm just like, that's okay, because the feeling is completely mutual. Like, and I have listed a laundry list that she pretends does not exist, and that's okay, baby. That's okay. That's listen, sometimes you just accept that people fucking suck. Just accept that they suck and move on. You don't have to suck. You don't have to suck because the people around you suck, okay? You don't have to fucking do that, right? Like, just to be so serious, be completely honest with you, you don't have to fucking suck. You don't. You don't have to fucking suck because the people around you do. You don't have to loosen up your morals, loosen up your integrity because the people around you are. Like, I get that, like, everybody, like, vices and shit are, like, such a big thing now. And it's like, I get that we're all, I won't say like scared. Like, I mean, a lot of people definitely are scared and worried and losing their possessions and everything. And I'm like, damn, yeah, it sucks. Like, when I got divorced a couple years ago, and I say divorced, but like, we never got married. We just like split up after being together for like a decade plus. And like, but like, no, like my ex he went on this entire fucking campaign. I want to bet she is, blah, blah, blah. Like, the whole thing. And I'm like, I'm not saying anything. I've deleted a lot of my social media. Like, I only recently made a new Instagram because I was getting back into painting and making art. And I was like, oh, I like to post my art. Like, that's all my Instagram is like creatives, whether they're like metalworking or making pottery or building tables or building fucking, like, oh man, I saw this cool like anime lamp creator. Very cool. And I was like, oh man, this is like so neat, like so much creativity and beauty. And it's just like a small reminder that there are still like, okay, fairly, I can't even say normal. And like, there are still people who are just like, we don't want no smoke, man, we just want to chill. Like, like even now, like, it's funny I say that. I say like, oh, we don't want no smoke, we just want to chill. Like, I voted in whatever special election that, or whatever thing it was for, like, because I live in Ohio. Like, I voted when they were like, we're voting on weed, and people, they passed the shit, and then the fucking government decided to go behind what the people say that they wanted, white and black people. Everybody was just like, nah, let us smoke. We want to chill. And they're just like, well, you don't know what you voted for. And it's just like, that's not your fucking decision to make. I think a bunch of fucking literal adults walked up to the polls and said, yeah, I want to smoke. Leave me alone. Like, it's so fucking weird. It's so fucking weird how many of these people have such weird fucking megalomaniac control issues who just, like, I think that there should be, like, some sort of test before you become, like, a public servant, because you need to actually understand what it means to be a public servant, not a fucking You're not everybody's fucking mom or dad. You need to sit the fuck down and accept that people are different than you and have different beliefs and have different ideas. And I mean, like, listen, there's definitely an extent and a limit where we should say, hey, whoa, we need to pump the brakes on this, because this actually isn't a good thing. And I know that this is like, oh, maybe this is a tradition or whatever the fuck, but it's like, hey, listen, I get that y'all love traditions, but it didn't work then when motherfuckers created this shit. It's not working now. Like, it's okay to find fault and realize that those faults can be fixed, can be changed. Like, sometimes you have a flaw and that flaw can't be changed. But can we try? Hello? What the fuck? Like, it's crazy. It's so crazy. But enough riffing and rambling politically. Back to what I was just gonna say about, like, the Sykkuno thing real quick. Like, Sykkuno's a cheater. Absolute bastard. I don't know why people were falling for, like, the okie doke when, like, I don't know. Like, guys like that, it's, like, incredibly obvious that they're just, like, it's like an attention thing. It's like an attention thing. I mean, like, it's the same way, like, Sykkuno and, like, the whole, like, literally smacking everybody's cheeks is, like, I mean, like, it's kind of just the way things are. Like, it really just is. It kind of just is the way things are. Like, guys with money and, like, it's like when you have money and power and you have that leeway to get away with shit, people actually, they will. You can give an inch, they will take a fucking mile. And a lot of people will be like, oh, the power dynamics, oh, I just didn't know how to say no, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, sometimes you really need to accept that it's like, why didn't you want to say no? Because, like, I'm older than, like, a lot of these girlies who were, like, coming out and being like, oh my gosh, and then trying to, like, make themselves seem like victims for completely consensual situations. They were just upset that they didn't get picked. And, like, a big thing about it, too, was that a lot of these women were very much aware of age gaps. Like, Sykkuno, like, it's crazy because Sykkuno's fucking my age. And I'm like, this man's still wearing fucking 2007 Shane Dawson hair. And I'm like, why? Like, that's one of the main reasons why I'm like, I don't really want to be a streamer. Because I'm not a clipper. I'm not one of those type of people where I'm going to, like, do something outrageous for the clip. No, I just, like, I have opinions. I would like to have conversations. And, like, I want people to just, like, be better as a whole. But, like, most motherfuckers just don't want to be better. They don't. They just don't want to be better. And it really is, it really is just, like, it's disappointing. It's disappointing to see all of these fucking people who are, like, my age, who realistically, you should have a professional job. Yeah, some people really need to, like, you need to quit content. You're, like, it's like, what benefit? What benefit do you actually bring to people? Like, and, like, the main person I really like to say, like, point at when it comes to, like, what benefit do you bring people is, like, Pokimane. Because it's like, I don't know. It's like, okay, when you start getting more wrinkles in a couple of years, sweetheart, like, yeah, you got the money to go Botox that shit out or whatever. But, like, for how long? For how long? I was literally just talking about the economics and stuff. Like, for how long? You know, like, I don't know. People just think that pretty privilege just completely absolves them of, like, actual societal contribution. Like, it's very, very strange. Like, what do you contribute to society? Like, yeah, you have a college degree. Do you use it? No. You have any sort of, like, professional certification? No. Any sort of like extra licensure besides like for your car? No. What else have you really tried at? Because you're not really trying. And then, like I said, this is like specifically a Pokemon thing. What, you're not trying anything. Like, I don't know. I don't see the appeal. I guess as someone who, like, people have been like, oh, you're so pretty or whatever. And I'm like, I don't care. I don't care if you think I'm pretty or attractive, because that's not my main contribution to society. I like work in healthcare. I enjoy working with patients. I enjoy caring about people. And when I see all these motherfuckers on the internet who just don't, it's like, why? Honestly, like, audiences, why? Why do y'all give these people the time of day? Why do y'all give the fucking Hassan Pikers the time of day? Like, the fucking Asmongold's and I don't know, it's like, I'm just naming people now, like the Jinxies, like, like, I mean, even Mr. Beast, as performative as it is, even Mr. Beast is like, yeah, we went and built some wells in Africa, and like, hopefully they're maintaining them as well and helping them to maintain the system and stuff, but that's not my business. I don't care for Mr. Jimothy Beast. I'm like, even if I ever became like a known YouTuber, I don't think I would ever want to work with Mr. Beast. I don't think I would ever want to, like some people, I would never want to work with. I would never want to work with. Because like, like, to me, as someone who's older, who's like experienced like, not to say constant hardship, but like an annoying amount of hardship for the kind of person that I am. Like, to see people who are just so willing to smile for anything is crazy. Like, and then to segue from the smiling for anything, posting anything for clout, attention, and sympathy is never going to be the way to go. And like, trust me, I get it. Everybody's going through a rough struggle. Like, I literally was posting all through living in my car. Like, and even now, like, again, I'm back in a similar situation. And like, it is what it is. It is what it is. Like, it would be different if I was willing. Like, I think, honestly, if I was more willing to just shut up and smile, oh, I'd be so much farther in life. But that's not the type of person I am. I have opinions, I have thoughts, and like, above all else, I'm like a fucking goody two-shoes. I like, for the most part, like, when it comes to like actually breaking the law. But like, again, some people would be worth smiling in a mugshot for. That is a little bit violent, very sorry. Some people would be worth smiling in a mugshot for. But yeah, no, for the most part, I'm like, yeah, no, follow the law, follow the rules. I don't know, I like working in professional environments where you're doing a lot of learning, like, I love working with my hands. Like I said, like, my Instagram is filled with nothing but just like people crafting shit. Like, oh my gosh, like, I saw like, oh, some cool like custom furniture builds. Like, oh man, like, it's so cool. It's so interesting. And honestly, it gives me a little hope that it's like, okay, well, when supply lines eventually run out, at least we have a few people who know how to still build shit. Because most of us, like, if the internet goes off, what the fuck are we gonna do? You know? Like, and actually, at my old place, which is actually owned by a relative, I was noticing when I first moved in during the summer last year, when I first moved in, I noticed like the lights flickering occasionally, and it was like barely noticeable, but it was like a slight dim, and I was like, that's weird. I've never seen that happen before, unless it's like something going on with the grid, right? And especially through like that really terrible like storm that we had. Like we had like a snowstorm. We had like a fucking like foot of snow or some shit, like another foot of snow. Because actually I was living in my car when we got the first foot of snow last year, so that was great. But it was like we got like a foot of snow this year, and it was absolutely buck fucking wild. And yeah, no, I was like, holy, this is insane. And after that, it was like super cold temperatures. I think that's what it was. I think I started noticing really like lights flickering or like dimming for a couple seconds or something like that during the like big freezes, because we would have like week-long like way below below average like freezes and stuff. And that was when I really started to notice it. But like since the summer, or not summer, it's like spring now, but like when I say like the floodlight outside of my house would flicker when my neighbor's AC cut on, I'm like, that shouldn't be happening. That's like grid strain. And now with everybody being like, well, not everybody, but like a lot of people being fired from their jobs and companies having to file for bankruptcy, and like everything is like rapidly descending economically, whether people are aware of it or not. And like honestly, you should really be aware of it. You should be aware that everything is descending rapidly economically. But us as Americans have been insulated from essentially the problems that we cause. We've been insulated from that for so long. And like, as much as I want to say like we honestly shouldn't be doing none of this shit, or like in anybody else's country doing none of this shit, if we actually put like our military budgets towards healthcare and like education and like Medicare and Medicaid and like, I don't know, like if we just like acted like the lives of regular people mattered, you know, instead of giving like it's been like this interesting, it's not even interesting, it's incredibly ghoulish. It's been incredibly like interesting to see how a lot of brands in like recent years have just like flipped and converted from catering to regular people, being like affordable, being like easy for everyone to access, caring about the little guy, to being like, oh, we cater exclusively for like luxury luxury products and shit like that. And oh, it's luxurious. And I'm like, is it though? This shit feels like thinner than paper. Is it? Like, I've been in some new construction buildings, and like, I have never wanted to like leave immediately, because I'm like, holy fuck, this does not feel solid or safe. Like, I did Instacart for a little while, and like, yeah, I would be like delivering to like new construction buildings. And it's crazy because these buildings have like parking lots full of cars, full of nice cars, custom license plates, all sorts of shit. No, you're not gonna see like a Bugatti or anything like that, but it's like, no, you see people with like Lexuses and Audis and Toyotas and, you know, the like nicer cars. And it's like you have a full parking lot, but you walk through the door and it's just like, y'all are being scammed. The floor, like when I say like new construction buildings make me nervous, because like I've grown up in an era with like a whole lot of old construction, whole lot of old infrastructure. So buildings are solid. They're brick and concrete and like old brick, not new brick. Like it's like, I don't know, like it's interesting to say that like I've never been in a building until recently where if the wind blew outside you could kind of feel the floor shift, and I'm like, bro, what is happening here? What the fuck? Like, I've seen so many like home inspection videos of people like showing like this is what your new construction is gonna get you, and it's like the drawers don't close, the walls are misaligned, like there's, it's just, it's crazy for the amount of money that people are being charged, especially for new construction. Like, it's insane. It's insane that you guys are charging 500,000, probably more, for new construction, and it's like, this shit's made of fucking paper. It's made of paper and bubble gum. Ever since I got this tongue ring, I swear to fuck, it has just completely fucked up my speech patterns, and I don't know why. Like, I don't know why, like, putting a stick of metal in my tongue, like, really just, like, completely altered the way that my brain thinks about words. It's very strange. I hate this. I hate it, but I haven't taken it out, and I don't know. I think it's, like, I don't know. It's interesting because I got it and it irritates me, and I know I was just talking about something important and just rapidly switched to like, wow, this piercing annoys me. Like, it's kind of a good thing, because normally when I'm like talking and doing all sorts of things, like I'm normally going like a million miles a minute. Like Yap Olympics are definitely for me. But it has allowed me to like really slow down when like I'm eating or drinking, or like doing, sorry, I just like when you see I saw like an Instagram notification pop up, and I'm like, oh, okay. I was like, what? okay. Cardi is sad, and I'm sad with her. I'm sad at the state of things. Because like, I love Cardi. I think she's great. I think it was actually pretty awesome when she was just like, bro, I'm paying all these fucking taxes because I make all this money and I'm happy to pay taxes. But like, what the fuck are they spending all this shit on? And like, right now they just sending all that shit off the war and everything. And it's really fucked that they're doing that. But I mean, what are you gonna do? Like, as much as like the American people, like literally as I just talked about, people will go and vote, and then the fucking politicians we elected will turn around and not even give us the finger. They'll just pretend that we don't exist, and they just do what they want. Like, the amount of people I've seen do that shit. Who was that? There were a couple people in Congress. This was like some years ago, 5-6 years ago, maybe. It's probably more. It's probably more than that. And it's just been so much time. Like, I think it was like Kirsten Sinema, if I'm saying her name right. And then like there was like some guy with her. They like ran as Democrats, and then like were totally on like fuck ass Republican shit. And it was like, you can just lie and get elected, which like duh. Duh. Yes, baby. I'm sorry, I made all that noise. My dog was like, oh my gosh, is it about me? Are you talking about me? No, I'm not talking about this cute girl, but she is so precious. She is so precious. Yes, she is. Isn't she lovely? Isn't she wonderful? Ah, precious dog. Like, man, Mark Twain was right when he was just like, I like my dog more than I like people. And I'm like, yeah. 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 Like, it's crazy to say that, like, my dog that, like, has seizures and, like, can't walk by herself has been like such a point of contention with like a lot of my relatives. Like when I mean like those motherfuckers get so mad that I care about this animal, it's so fucking weird, because I'm like, I care about you and I treat you well, but y'all act like I am these, like, when I mean like, I really don't understand why these people act like either the dog is the spawn of Satan or I am for caring. Like, it's very strange. It's like, it's very weird. And that's always been just like one of the things that I like have had like a lot of issues with when it comes to interacting with other people, and like, you know, asking to have your needs met, asking for people to treat you like a person. It's just like, hey, I just have this thing going on. I don't need you to take care of this. I can take care of it on my own. I just need time to like get this together, okay? And they're like, yeah, no, it's I don't know. Maybe it's just old people or just have so many like holes in their brains, like Swiss fucking cheese. Because actually, now that I'm thinking about it, it's only been like my older relatives and like my parents, their generation. So like boomer and boomer adjacent, like it's only been like boomers and boomer adjacents who are like, oh, why do you care about, like, what, why are you so upset that I give a fuck about this animal? Like, this literal innocent creature, why does it bother you so much? It's very strange, very strange. But I getting back on topic, away from like super adorable, absolutely cute, precious baby girl dog who's like, she's literally cuddling her lamb chop stuffed animal. Like, it's so cute. Oh my gosh, I'll probably take a picture and like put it, like edit it in, because I'm just gonna throw this in the iMovie. It's fine. It's honestly fine. Like, I'm immensely disappointed at the fact that fucking Sony, and I can't even blame Sony Vegas. I'm pretty sure it's this fucking laptop I'm working on, which is just like an absolute piece of baby boo-boo garbage. But my big desktop, one, is like put away in storage, and like two, I think like the main power unit went out. So like it stopped turning on completely. And also I needed to upgrade the RAM in it, and I couldn't even do that because like now RAM prices are out of control, even though vapor, like AI, like, so I told my nephew that I'm like, AI is pretty, like, people are like, AI is a bubble, it's a bubble. Like, yeah, it is. It's fucking vaporware, dude. This shit ain't nothing. It's not real. Like, it's not thinking, it's not intelligent. It's like artificial intelligence is like something of a misnomer, because it's like, it's not intelligent. It just like, it knows what we put into it, but it can't formulate something new. It can, well, actually, it kind of can formulate something new. It will just lie about things that didn't happen. So I guess it can just make up some Stickmeister versus Bingle Dingle and be like, oh yeah, I'm citing this case from 2006, and it's like, fucking Bingle Dingle, what? And then you go to look up the case on like an actual reputable website, like an actual legal website, and it's just like, what the fuck are you? But like, at the same time, I also like watched the Mark Insco video, which, like, oh my gosh, love him. Such a handsome fella. Like, handsome fella, great arms. Like, oh my gosh, the amount of guys you see like with like on our local interwebs with like great shoulders, great arms. My gosh, impeccable. Like, respectfully, because I don't know that man, but like, respectfully, great arms, great form, bravo, proud of you. But like, yeah, no, I lost my train of thought thinking about that man's arms. No, it's like, wow, great shoulders. Like, sometimes I will just like get fucking stuck. Like, like, actually, if there's another creator I really like, is a military guy. I think he's a vet. I think it's like Rashad Crenshaw. And like, oh my gosh, that guy's arms is like the size of his fucking head. Like, oh my gosh, why are your biceps this huge? What are you doing, baby? What is you doing? What are you doing? I need pointers. I need tips. Like, not that teeny tiny me, teeny tiny 5'5", 130-pound me needs biceps the size of my head. But wouldn't it be awesome though? Wouldn't it be awesome to just be bulky McLarge huge? Like, wouldn't it just be great to be McFlexendorf? Like, you know, wouldn't that be fucking awesome? Like, I think that'd be fucking awesome. I'd love to be McFlexendorf. Like, I'm sorry, I'm silly. But yeah, no, there's so much. There's so much. And like, I could riff on for hours. Like, again, yapaholic. And I'm gonna get back to like the original topic at hand. Besides like actual like economic downfalls and shit like that, you know, military actions that shouldn't be allowed, but we just are for some reason. I don't know. Congress just decided to go honk shoe for like the next. Just fuck it, I guess. Like, oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, like, normal felons can't even, like, maintain a driver's license or, like, stable housing. But if you're, like, rich, you can be president. And you can be completely unqualified besides having money. And this is why I don't really like people who are like, ooh, I have money. Because it's like, okay, you have money and what else? What else? What else do you have? You have money and what else? What else? Come on, point it out. Show the class. What else? Yeah, no. Yeah, it is what it is. But, again. Oh my gosh. Like, if the thought train in my head is like doing like, is like making fucking Celtic knots in my head. Like, okay. Back to the original topic, which was like Sykkuno and the situation with him and all these women coming out because they're not girls, they're women. You're adults. You are. Are you young women being approached by like a man who like by all means is middle-aged and still pretending to be like, ooh, one of them cool kids? And like, don't get me wrong, I absolutely understand, because like that's like one of the things that I do with like my son. Like, we laugh and we talk about memes and stuff, and like when I try to be serious, he's like, what? And it's like, never mind, just keep posting memes. Keep posting memes. Keep showing me memes, and we'll just have fun. Like, like, it's like, of course, being like a little boy, he's like, he loves Fortnite. And there was one time he sent me a screenshot of like, I think it was like his skin that he had in Fortnite. And I was like, is this Fortnite? Is this 6'7"? Oh, he got so mad. It's so funny. It reminded me of when I was a kid and like my mom was to be like, are you over there playing the Pokemon? Even though her Christian ass was just like, it's the devil. But I'm not gonna lie to you, I learned more about like caring about your friends and caring about the environment and trying to do your best and do good for the greater good of people. I've learned more about having good moral fiber and character from video games and comics and like cartoons than I ever have from any fucking person in my life. Like, and that's really saying something. That's really saying something to say that you had to learn your, like, I got a lot of my good moral fiber from like video games and like regular TV. Like, grew up not like destitute poor. Like, that's the thing. My family was always willing to do whatever for like my mom and like her sisters. Like, they always would drop anything for each other. But when it comes to like the kids and now grandkids, oh, they don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck about none of us. They don't give a fuck. And I'm like, you know you don't have that much time left, right? You know you're gonna need help soon, right? If you don't already. Why are you acting like this? But I really realized that like a lot of my family, not even just my family, a lot of like boomers have grown up in like complete security where everything just worked out for them and they were able to buy fast cars and buy big houses and sell that house and buy another one and move to Florida or move to wherever and have a holiday house and blah 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 blah. Like people been able to do this shit for years. And I'm like, can we get some of that? Oh no, fuck us. All right. I mean, you can say that, but we're the ones that have to, like, you know, run society. We have to become the doctors and the nurses and the, you know, truck drivers and all that shit. We, like, if somebody's got to do it, y'all old fucks can't. Literally, like, when I tell you half of my relatives can't even walk upstairs without assistance, it's like, but they're still so, like, viciously mean. It's, like, viciously mean and still expect help. And it's like, do you really think you're gonna say something like that to me and I'm just gonna help you? Like, I'm not gonna push you down the stairs, but I will watch you struggle. I will walk around you. It's no problem to me. Like, like, yeah, no, it's absurd. It's absurd. It's really sad. And what can you do? What can you do? I honestly, I'm like not a super religious or spiritual person, but like, God forbid I ever become some just like bitter, evil, nasty person to people, because I God forbid, I hope that I keep joy and love in my heart for as long as humanly possible. And I know you're just like, Ray, didn't you say? Hey, listen, I know what I said. For 95% of people, there's no smoke for you. You are a precious, beautiful child of whoever the fuck shit you out. And that's great, that's grand. But like, for like the teeny tiny percentage of y'all, nah, if we were in the same state, dog, period. Like, most people. But like, anyways, vague threats aside, yeah, Sykkuno sucks. He cheated on his girlfriend, and like, whether, like, apparently she is real because people are like, we talked to her, but like, for them to like, and people are like laughing about it, like he's really like floating around on easy mode, and it's like, yeah, you think that girlie's gonna give up her meal ticket? You think she's gonna give up her meal ticket? No, she's just like, I mean, a lot of people, of course, are like, oh, what about your self-respect? And like, they're not married. She's a girlfriend. That loyalty is not going to be rewarded. He's probably like still cheating as we speak. Like, he probably is. He probably put out that statement, and somebody, I can't remember who it was probably like, yeah, no, I don't even give this guy 6 months. No, somebody, so I think it might have been Diorio, because I definitely watched Diorio go over that video that Leia put out, and some of y'all be posting information that should, like, I don't even know if it was like, this can be waterboarded out of me. Like, why would you get Missy Elliott's internet and tell people this and think that they're gonna like feel bad for you? I hate that I keep adjusting these fucking AirPods. Like, I think these are like AirPod 3s, because I was like, when I got them like a couple months ago, I was like, I need some AirPods, but like, obviously they probably don't still have like AirPod 1s or 2s. So I was like, I don't want 4s, because I'm pretty sure those are on some bullshit, because everything new that comes out just fucking sucks. It's like so poorly put together. And like, again, I'm finding out with this fucking laptop that I was able to get my hands on. This was like, man, this thing fucking sucks. It can't do, like, it's crazy, because when I look at the specs on it, it should be like about the same as like my desktop that broke down. But like, nah, this fucker can't do fucking anything. It's like, Microsoft Everything sucks now. Everything sucks. It just does. It sucks. It sucks that everything sucks. It just does. But anyways, yeah, no, all these young women coming out and being like, trying to label Sykkuno as like a predator when really he was just a sugar daddy. Because like, and actually I'll need to look into this. I'll drop in and edit if I do notice if I am able to come across anything. But like, no, it seems like this guy had like a bunch of like just like booty calls with a bunch of girls. And yeah, they just like went for it because they were like, oh, this rich famous guy is giving me attention and showering me with gifts. Oh, he must want me. And it's like, no, baby, sometimes like guys with money just be like, I'm sure I can get something out of you, mainly ass, if I drop a few dollary dues. And yeah, most of them girls were like getting flued out and getting hotel rooms paid for. And like that's another thing. Like the one girl, Leia, was just like, he lived in Vegas but had a hotel room. Hun. Be so serious. Be so fucking for real. Be so for real. Like, it's okay to say like, oh, you got played and that hurt. It sucks to say like, oh, you got hit with the okie doke and that sucks. It does. It sucks, but like, I need you motherfuckers to really get a grip and really understand that like, it's okay to get your feelings hurt and just move the fuck on. But to try to turn around and try to paint this man as like, oh, he's a predator, he always goes after the young girls. Yeah, unfortunately, is a lot of y'all will just bend over backwards because you, instead of being smart and really stopping, like, that's the thing, he goes after women, which this is the one thing I would consider to be, you know, somewhat predatory. He does go specifically for younger women, for the VTubers, for the ooh baby voices. Goes for those type of, like, the girls that do all that. And it's crazy because a lot of them are like beautiful, regular looking people. Like, I don't know. But it's like that aspect is predatory, where you're going after women who don't have enough experience in life to know that this is some bullshit, this is some okie doke. Like, they're not old enough and experienced enough to know that. And I mean, like, don't get me wrong, like, you can get cheated on, played on, whatever, at whatever age. That never stops. Some people don't have that discernment. Like me, even like, I can say that I got played for a guy who was clearly playing in my face. And I was like, when I finally was just like, oh, you want to play? I like parked parked next to his house, and he was sitting here playing in my face, and I'm sitting there in my car just looking at him. And he finally texted me like, oh, you can come over now. And I just sent them the picture of like him standing outside already. Like, yeah, I've been here, motherfucker. You playing with me. Like, so yeah, no. Sometimes you will just get hit with the okie doke, and sometimes you'll just put up with that shit because you think that you're gonna get something out of it. Sometimes not even just women do that. Men will do it too. Everyone does it. This is not like a singular gendered issue, anything like that. Like, it just isn't. Okie doke happens to everybody at any age. But like, he specifically knows that these girls will fall all over him because he's Sykkuno. He's got the voice, he's giving them attention, he's flying them out, he's giving them gifts, he's helping them out, like, but it's like, yeah, like, that's what rich guys do. Like, we have an entire culture centered around that shit. We have entire culture centered around women wanting to bend over backwards for rich men because they think they'll get something out of it, or they think they'll get picked. And it's like, you're 9.95 times out of 10 not going to be picked. That's okay. That's what, and like, this is one of those reasons too why I'm the type of person where I'm like, you gotta show me something. You have to show me something tangible. Show me something real. Because I'm like, once I got hit with that really annoying okie doke, I was like, okay, now we need to have big, long conversations. Now I need to know information. Now you have to have a plan. Now you have to show me something tangible. Show me something tangible. That's all. That's what, like, for me, that's all that it is. Just show me something tangible. Show me that you're actually willing to put in effort and not just fuck and throw money and be like, okay, whatever, go about your day. Because otherwise, it's just okie doke. It's just a game. It's hopscotch for these motherfuckers. Like, like, to be for real. So, like, yeah, no, actually, no, I don't feel bad for some of these people. Like, just because you feel used, it's okay to feel used. It's okay to feel bad in that moment or have regrets from a situation. But something that was completely consensual, you completely went with it. You were perfectly fine with it in the moment. To try to turn around and paint that as something that it's not, paint him as something that he's not. Well, like I said, him specifically going after, like, younger women, because, like, I mean, obviously, like, I mean, it's been a joke for the longest time that Leo's cutoff is 25. Like, Leonardo DiCaprio, a man who's probably, like, my parents' age, in his fucking 50s. Dating 20-year-olds. Girls who don't know any better. Who are willing to put up with the okie doke. And it's like, why? Why? You probably, I mean, let's not to say that there aren't any, like, nice, capable men, like, and I don't mean like nice guy TM. I divorced one of them. Like, I mean, like, they're actual regular guys who just want to go to work, go home, play. Well, people don't play Xbox no more, but whatever. Play your Call of Duty mobile or whatever. Not Call of Duty mobile. That's insulting. I'm sorry. Like, but like, yeah, no, people just want to chill. Like, shit. Half of the video I was making before this was just me, like, fucking around on Slime Rancher. Man, I love some Slime Rancher. Like, those little guys are so cute. Shoot them in a little pin. They just be like, woohoo! Like, it's so adorable. Like, oh my god. Like, I'm so sad my big desktop broke down because I would love to play Slime Rancher too. Like, I love Slime Rancher. Like, it's so fun. It's like you run around, you're little girly, you got your little backpack and jetpack and get your little upgrade. It's fun. It's so fun. I love Slime Rancher. Like, I can't. Like, oh my gosh, I was like, this is actually really fun. Like, it sucks that the original Switch is such, like, it's not like a power hog. So it's like, you can't run shit on that fucking system, to be completely honest. The fact that before Nintendo started making updates and stuff to accommodate the Switch 2, like, I'm not gonna lie to you, Tears of the Kingdom was running, like, buttery smooth, 60 FPS, no problems. They fucking upgraded, like, Breath of the Wild, 60 FPS, which, honestly, I don't like 60 FPS. I think it's, like, a little jarring when it's, like, on TV. But, and, like, sometimes in video games, I'm like, oh, this is so weird. Because, like, I grew up in, like, the 90s and, like, the thousands. And, like, we just, like, maybe things were 60 FPS and I just didn't know. I just always thought everything was, like, 24 or 30 frames. And, like, that's kind of what I like. That's what I used to. I like editing my videos in 30 frames because it feels normal. Like, when things are, like, 60 frames, like, it just, I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like it. Something in my brain was just like, I don't like it. But another thing I don't like is just women lying and men lying. People lying and trying to turn situations into things that they absolutely are not. Don't like that. Don't like massive economic downfall either. Don't like outright racism or hatred because it's like, oh, I'm upset and I'm struggling and I want to blame someone. And it's like, can we stop fucking pointing fingers at other people because you're having an issue? Can we stop pointing the finger at everyone else and saying, like, this is your fault. I'm like me personally, I'm in this situation, like, and it's funny because people are like, you got yourself into this situation. You know, you're right, I did get myself into the situation, so now I will work on getting myself out. You've made it clear that it's, you know, it just is what it is. Sometimes you accept, like, yeah, no, you just do. Maybe I didn't work hard enough or like bend over backwards enough to, maybe I should have got that second or third job and worked myself to the bone to not enjoy the things that I did have. But like, is it really worth doing all that just to maintain what's clearly a system that is being like people, normal regular people who don't make that much money are purposely being priced out of regular homes? Like, I'm from Cincinnati, like, it's crazy because I talked about this with like one of my Uber drivers, and he was like, man, people come here and they're just like, oh, it's like living in he said, like, so one of his friends visited him and he was like, man, you guys like live inside of a forest. And like, yeah, that's one of the reasons why I'm just like, I like Cincinnati, Ohio. It's like, it's not a tiny town. It went like some people want Cincinnati to be like a big grand city, but it's like, it's not. It's like, people just move slower here. People raise families here. Like, for the longest time, the cost of living was excellent. Like, it was like, yeah, you have some parts of the city where there are $1 million houses and, you know, Ritz and glitz, but like, for the most part, it's just a small city full of regular people who just want to go to work, come home, maybe go to the Bengals game, go to the Reds game. Like, oh man, people in Cincinnati love their fucking sports, and I'm like, I'm happy for you. I'm just glad we have good transit systems. I'm glad we have such a great bus system. I wish we had trains. I wish they would not have fucked us on that subway. I want to be able to take a train to like get around the city, because the city isn't that big, but to be like, there are a lot of rural areas, and to like fucking have to like have a car to get anywhere sucks fucking dick, because this is a city that's already built on a massive railroad system. Why in the fuck do we not have like a regular subway system, or like just trains in general? Why not? Even like those fucking little weird little baby cars that they have. I think it was like Korea or something like that. Like we have like a streetcar, and like the streetcar by itself is electric. It's free. Like, on most days, I think it's free. And like, there are some days they're like, I think on like, no, certain, I think it's like most days it's like really cheap though. It's like $1 or something, or it's free. And I'm like, why can we not have transit like this everywhere? Why is this localized to like this tiny piece of downtown? Because downtown Cincinnati, it's big enough, but like, it's mostly the fucking surrounding suburbs of the city that really need this. And I'm like, I think it's so crazy that like Coleraine, Sharonville, like Winton, like all that areas like out there, like in like Cincinnati suburbs, nothing, barely buses. They barely have buses. Why don't y'all have like a cheap rail system? Why are we not investing in actual infrastructure? Oh, because we have like the second largest auto mall in the country or some shit. Yeah, that's right. I'll never not believe the car lobby has something to do with the rail system being fucked up. I'll never not believe that. And that's exactly why now that everybody's going broke and being fired, and cars are being repossessed, and houses are being foreclosed, and whoop whoop whoop, yap yap yap. Now that all these people are sitting on car lots full of cars that are never gonna move in probably like the next year, 2, if ever at all again, I bet y'all wish y'all would not have fucked around. Y'all probably gonna wish, shoulda, woulda, coulda, that you would not have fucked around. And now everyone, unfortunately, has to find out. But that's neither here nor there. This is now getting into an hour, and I guess I'm just gonna make this like another clouds and rain, because like it's actually it's fairly nice though that this is like just like me just riffing off talking about whatever was on my mind, because like really I really, to be completely honest, I would kind of like cut myself off from a lot of people, and like with the way everyone's struggling, nobody wants to sit down and just have a conversation. People are thinking about their next meal, housing, blah blah blah. I get it. And I mean, like, even that's me. That's even me. That's even me wondering how I'm gonna get this together. I'm working, trying to figure it out, same as everyone else. But like, yeah, no, I just want to have nuanced conversations with people where we can agree or even disagree. Why do we disagree? What are your points? I just would like to talk to people who for 1 second want to feel normal and aren't just like crushingly depressed, crushingly like worried about their bills, and like even beyond all that for like 1 second. Is it okay if we talk? You know? So that's about it. I guess if this was interesting, or you would like to have a conversation or whatever the fuck, I actually need to update my link tree, because or maybe I did add my Instagram. I don't know. I'll put it here. But if you would like, please follow me on Instagram. Please, leave a comment. Whether it's like, you're a bitch, you don't believe victims, or whatever. At this point, I don't really care. I would just like to like really see where the minds of people actually are, and like maybe try to build a community from that. That's kind of always anything I've wanted out of YouTube. I didn't really like, as much as I want to be like, oh, I want to make that YouTube money. It's like, nah, I kind of just want to talk to people. I really like talking to people and hearing their opinions, and that's pretty much just it. That's why I'm here giving mine. So if you liked it, like it, subscribe, follow me on Instagram. I'll see you guys.